Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating to Chaos, and today we're going to start off with the sign that I got in the clearance section of Hobby Lobby. I think I paid like $1.50 for it. I'm going to take some of this antique gold color and I'm going to paint just the frame, and I kind of allowed it to go into the center of the sign right along the edges, but not too much. I didn't need to paint the whole inside, but I definitely did around the edges. So once I had that all painted, I'm going to put that aside and let it dry. And then I'm going to take this little silver tray that I got at a thrift store, and I'm going to paint that with a antique white color. And I didn't realize until after I got this all painted that this looks just like a paper plate, which is perfect because I am going to put this turkey napkin on it. So I broke this turkey napkin down to 1 ply, and I am going to take some water and go around the edge of the napkin once I had it sized into the silver tray, and I'm going to just take off the excess until I get it down to a workable size because this napkin was pretty big. And I'm just going to go all the way around just using water and just kind of tearing it off. And now it's at a more usable size for me. Get that other edge. Now I'm going to take some Mod Podge and I'm going to put it all over the plate. And once I have that all done, then I'm going to apply my napkin. But I still just can't believe how much this tray looked like a paper plate, which was so perfect for this project. And I did not plan this, but if you're planning on doing this project, look for a tray that looks like this and you'll have the same idea. But I just thought it was really funny. So once I had a good coat of Mod Podge on there, I am just going to lay the napkin down onto the tray and just slightly press in the center, making sure that that's all stuck down well. And then I'm going to start running my fingers along the edges where the grooves of the tray are. So I just kind of went around, and I want to be very careful with this because I don't want to tear my napkin. Once I had it all stuck down, I let it dry, and then I'm just going to take my little sander and go around and sand off all of the excess around the edges. And I don't mind if some of that silver shows through and some of the paint. It's totally fine with me. It's exactly what I was looking for a look. So next I'm going to take this scrapbook paper that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to Mod Podge that into the center of the sign. So I'm just going to put a really thick coat of Mod Podge on the sign. And I tried to stay away from getting it in the cracks, but it's kind of hard because it's got the grooves in it. So once I had that Mod Podge all on, make sure I have a nice even coat, I'm just going to drop that scrapbook paper right in there. Spread that out with my fingers. And then I am going to take an X-Acto knife and run it along those grooves. And I ended up just using my fingers because it was easier. And I just ran it along, and then I let that dry because I know I got some of the Mod Podge in there, so I kind of want to let some of the air get to it. Once I had that all dry, I'm just going to sand off the edges of my sign. Just give it a quick run over with the sander. Doesn't have to be, sanded right back down. I just wanted to give it the rustic look. I also ran my sander in between each of the lines on the sign. And now I'm going to take my antique wax and antique wax the edges of the sign. I'm also going to antique wax the plate as well, or the platter that I used. I'm going to end up calling it a plate now because it looks so much like a paper plate. Just go around and give this a nice rustic look. And then like I said, I'm going to do the same on the tray. Just go around, and you can go right over that silver or the paint that was left from sanding it down. And then I'm just going to add some of that antique wax to each one of those grooves. And now I'm going to hot glue this plate or platter right in the center of my sign. So I'm just going to line it up, make sure that it's perfectly where it needs to be. And look how cute this is. I absolutely love the way this is turning out. And you don't see a lot of Thanksgiving crafts, so this is like the perfect Thanksgiving craft. Next, I took some leaves and some florals that I got at Dollar Tree, and I just kind of bundled them together with a wire tie, and I'm going to add those right underneath the platter on the top, and then I'm going to add this really pretty flower to the center. You could do a bow, you could do whatever you want. You don't even have to add the florals. I kind of liked it without, but I thought it just kind of needed something else, and I think this just really brought out all the colors in the turkey napkin. I think this turned out adorable. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope it inspires you to make one. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.